What's going on, YouTube and fellow writers? Well, I got my handlebars in and I've been doing some research, and people are saying that the stock clutch cable will reach 14-inch bars. So I'm going to attempt that today. If not, I'm going to have to find a cable. So what I got today, I made a video doing this with my last bike. Some of the video became corrupted and making some weird noises, didn't get the proper audio. So, but let's do round two then. So I got the what the hell, the factory 47 14-inch. They're still wrapped up with a little point on them. These are very similar to my last set of bars, very similar to them, but I want to try something different with this bike, so I went with the factory 47s. They're not pre-wired, so I am going to have to pull the wires. So I'm kind of bringing you along. I've already started a little bit. I've taken the saddlebag off and pulled the main fuse. So I've already done that because you're going to be disconnecting stuff and yada yada yada. So that's first step when messing around with electrical. So and also a tank cover blanket over the tank. So let's get started and hopefully this works. First thing we're going to do is take our ignition switch cover off. You're going to need a pick. There's a hole back. You're going to have to put it in the, I don't know, the off position. I'll show you this in a sec. There we go. Alright, these two tabs have little hooks, but there's this little tab you gotta be careful. This little tab, just give it a little push and kind of pull up as you're pushing it. It is not that hard. You can break that and then just give it a little pull. You'll feel it pop out. Wiggle it out. We're gonna take a T25. There's 2 bolts on the side. Hold this back up. Turn our ignition switch, pull that out, and there's a plug behind the gauge here. Take a pick, it helps. Pop that out, and then your accessory buttons here got connectors behind them. Alright, we're going to take our perch off. I need both sides. I think there's a T27, 25, I forget, but since I got this perch mount, they're Allen head bolts. Let's take that out. We're going to take this and just kind of set it off to the side like that. Next, we're going to take our control housing off. T25. These are capture bolts, so they're not going to come out. Let's take our covers off like so. You can see this little ratchet part right here. You're going to take a pick, just kind of lift up on it, and it should pop. Oh, there it goes. Oh, see, there's this part and one on the bottom that's kind of hooked around the bar. So there you go. See this little ribbon? That's why you need to be gentle. And we slide our grip off. And we're gonna do the same on this side. Well, now we got the clutch lever out the way. This comes off pretty much the same way as that does, except for this little switch right here. If you can kind of lift it up, it'll pop up a little bit. And if you look underneath there, there's a gap. You're going to want to stick it on this corner, a small screwdriver, and then kind of give it a twist. Give it a twist, lifting it up, and it'll pop out. There's an electrical connection in here. I'm going to take that and pop that out. There you go. Again, be careful with this ribbon. Alright, next we're going to take this deal here, cut the zip tie on it. And then this plate back here, kind of just, see it just pops out. Just pull down on it, it'll pop out. And then, but you want to get these connectors, this is just a holder for these connectors. So you want to get them popped out of this thing, and this thing will come out. There we go. Alright, here's the connector deal, or the plate that the harness goes onto. You got these deals here that hold the harness and is zip tied through it. So you either cut the back of these things and they'll pop out, or cut the zip ties, or if you got special like fork tool, kind of pry them out. And then this goes in like this. You undo your connectors from here, and then the other half, the female ends, will be in here. Well, the way that works is, if you look on the back side of it, you'll see that when the connector goes up from the bottom, there's two tabs on the side that when it goes into, they pop out, click in. So I kind of put downward pressure on it, push this one in, it popped out, push this one in, and it slid right out. See the connector, see this little part on the side here and the side here? That's what you need to push in, and then push it out. I've already unplugged all the connectors going to the bars. It's now time to take the bars off. We got these 4 bolts here, 1/4 inch Allen. Now there is a pin in the bars that keep them from only rotating so much, but kind of hold your bars before you loosen this up so they don't drop on you. There's a pin right here that goes in this hole right here. That's what keeps your bars from rotating too much. Now there's many different ways to, well, as far as taking your the wires out, it's not the hard part. On newer bikes, you shouldn't have to undo any of the wires or anything like that. They should be small enough to pull through. But I'm going to use like this Chinese finger trap deal I've seen what a guy do, and see how it works out. So let's get started. Just be gentle, all right? got some string or something that's, you know, not stiff, put a nut on the end. What I'm going to do is feed it from the top of the bars to the bottom, and then I'm going to tie the just electrical tape this in to that Chinese finger trap type stuff, and then pull that through, and then attach that to the wires. Well, I know that. Make sure you send on this one cable. Make sure you send the right end down. The white ones go to your hand controls. These black ones go down to the end of the bars. All right, now you're gonna be trying to do this all over again. So. It's already tight. So to reinsure it, I'm gonna wrap some electrical tape around this at the end of it. Oh, let's see how this works out, eh? Hopefully better than the last time. Sheesh. Alright, got the first one, the throttle side in, which was usually the hardest because it's the thickest harness. Just take your time doing it. Let's do the other side. Just be careful with your sensor. Holy crap. Well, these ones went, I'd say, a little easier than last time. But, yeah, I got them through. Wasn't too bad, I guess. But anyways, the cables do all reach. Some just barely. But anyways, I've already went ahead and assembled our grips and everything. One thing that I had, one issue that I had was with the throttle. It needs to snap back. And I had to, it was real snug on there. I found the spots that the paint or the powder coat, whatever they do, was rubbing the inside of the grip, and I had to sand it down and smooth it out to get it to do that, because it needs to snap back. That's a huge safety issue. Anyways, so it's basically in reverse. I haven't tightened these all the way down because you're gonna have to adjust them and stuff. So let's get putting these things on. Now with these factory 8s, you don't, it has a slot cut out for the pin, and so as long as it's where I want the bars, I'll leave it. But if not, you can just punch that pin through flush, and then you'll get more range of adjustment. So let's put this on. I think they put that hole on the wrong side. I think they put that slot on the wrong side. So I'm gonna have to go punch that through. Getting ready to put the bars in. I had to punch this pin down. Apparently I have the slot in the bottom of my bars for that pin, but they put it on for the other side. I don't know if it's meant for another bike or not, but it doesn't matter. So I punched that pin down flush. Also, your brake hose and your clutch cable, there's some zip ties underneath this that are holding these down. You need to cut those to give you some more of that extra play. So we're gonna go ahead and put the bars in.
I swear if I run this underneath, I'm gonna be pissed.
Alright guys, after some research and talking to some people on some Facebook pages that I'm on and some YouTube and videos, I finally got the cable. The cable wasn't reaching from where it comes out stock, but I was able to get it to reach. Now I think I'll get the extended cable when it comes out, because I like to run it, you know, through the stock ways, if you will. So I'm gonna give you guys a look at it. So I've already got the bars on. Clutch cable is reaching and is working. Got it coming out from the side here. And I got a light. You can see cable here coming from the chest plate. Normally it goes up, it follows up against the serial number here, and then goes up into the back of the instrument cluster. Ooh. But I had to basically take the self adjuster apart to separate the two cables, pull the cable out. Ooh. So basically I had to take the upper cable apart from the lower cable, pull it completely out, reroute it. Like I said, I'm not it's gonna work. We'll see how it works. It might have a rubbing issue on the inner part of the fairing. If that's an issue, I'll deal with it, but until I get it off the bike and actually can turn the bars full stops, then we'll go from there. But everything seems to be working, everything's attached and all that good jazz. So next I'm going to give a final location on the bars, sit on the seat, give me a final spot, which I think I already did that. They seem to be in a good spot, but I'm going to double check before I go torquing them down, and then connect all my connectors, put my gauge back in, and take her for a spin. So I'm just going to put you guys on a time-lapse thing, and because it's basically from here it's reverse. So all right, let's do it. Well guys, it's been a couple days since I finished the bars. Got it, was able to take it out for a test spin, and so far everything's turned out pretty good. A couple small adjustments I'm going to make for the levers. They're kind of up a little high, so I want to get them down a little lower. So yeah, everything finally worked out pretty well this time. I'd say it wasn't too hard. But I do plan on getting the new cable when it comes out, if it ever comes out, because the way the cable's routed, it could rub the inner side of the fairing. Could, If it starts to, I'll try to tie it up with a zip tie or something like that for the time being. But anyways, so you can do a 2021 with the clutch cable. You can put like, hell, you can probably put up to 16 inches the way I routed it. So you do have to pull the cable, the upper half, top part of the cable out, and then you gotta reroute it to get it fit. But a couple tips: make sure you pull your main fuse first thing. What else? Just take your time. Make sure you torque down the bars properly. Take your time with the wiring. On these ones, you don't have to take apart the connectors to get them to fit through. To get them to fit through the bars. And just take your time. If you have to, watch videos like this and get more tips and little tricks on how to get it done. So, but other than that, if you like what you see, give me a big old thumbs up. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Just be gentle. And then make sure you subscribe for more. I do plan on doing, I gotta do my my first 1,000-mile service. I'll bring you guys along for that, okay? I'll see you guys next time, alright? Adios.